If you have been diagnosed with SIBO, or even if you just deal with a lot of chronic bloating, here's 3 pieces of advice that you're probably going to get from your doctor that I personally do not agree with and I do not feel like are helpful. Number 1 is when they tell you to avoid probiotics because you're just going to be adding fuel to the fire and making the SIBO worse. In reality, the science says the exact opposite. This has been studied a lot. There was a 2017 meta-analysis that actually showed a 53% clearance rate of SIBO when using probiotics versus only a 51% clearance rate when using antibiotics, which is pretty crazy. Number 2 is when they tell you to just cut out all the trigger foods that are causing you bloating and go on a long-term restrictive diet. And look, while something like the low FODMAP diet can be super helpful for the first 4 to 6 weeks, eventually, after you bring down the overgrowth, it's very important that you start reintroducing prebiotic-rich foods that are going to help to feed and strengthen the good bacteria in your gut. And number 3 is when they tell you to just go on an antibiotic like rifaximin for 2 weeks and that's going to completely solve all of your issues. Well, yes, getting rid of the overgrowth is important. If we don't address the reasons why the overgrowth happened in the first place, like addressing digestion, the microbiome, and motility, then eventually the problem is just going to keep coming back.